YouTube subscribers and friends and alike. I'm here with
Airplane 312.
Yeah, we're at his house. We just did the video in the car. Was gonna, because of the wind, a lot of it, we've decided to come back to the house. I wanted to tell you about, I didn't get it on video, but I took the other second Ford Expedition down to my mom's house, and she had one parked in this way. So I just drove in this way, because she usually doesn't just drive right into the house. She backs in, so it's easier for her to come back out. And she come back out there, and I had her confused for a minute because the car was in the wrong direction, which is why I did that. But then she realized that her car that she was driving was on the grass behind that, because they had the two exact same looking cars. I did a video, I think I did a video on, I don't remember if I did or not.
I think he did talk about the view side by side,
yeah,
which he did say he was going to do and made his promise that he made for you guys.
Yeah, and the one has a sunroof, the other one doesn't. The one is all-wheel drive, the other one is four-wheel drive, and you can go back and look in the playlist for the video on that. I did make a playlist of the Ford Expeditions.
If we remember, we'll put the playlist right below. If not,
yeah,
I'll get some time to put it below for you guys.
Yeah. So that happened, and that was worth the $2,000 worth that I put into that Ford Expedition to see my mom's face. And then we took my brother out to dinner to Runza that night. And I forgot to mention about how we took the newer car that I had there and back, and it took him until he got almost back to the house to realize that he was riding along in a different car, which is kind of strange, because I guess he doesn't pay attention to detail, because there was dog scratches on the seats and everything on the I'd say the worst condition, the first car that I had. But the newer one did not have the sunroof, and we finally got almost back to the house, and that's when he realized it doesn't have a sunroof. And that's what tipped him off that this might be a different vehicle that we're in. Which is weird, and at that time I was able to point at the car that was parked in the driveway and tell him that's how I got home, because he asked me how I got there, because he's becoming suspicious that something's funny going on with the car. That's not quite the same thing as he thought it was, but even I had him messed up in the head on for sure, with that car. Well, it's the same car or not, because it was the same color and the same make and model, it's that close. And I forgot to mention that in the last video, so it was worth my money alone, whether I get those cars going or not, just to mess with both my mom and brother that way. I thought it was funny. The Geo Metro video that we just did, we put the brakes master cylinder in it, and so far it's only 200. What? It was 100 and something for the brake master, and then the brake fluid and stuff like that. But I'm only
it was $69.95.
Yeah.
Or $69.99 for the brake master cylinder without the reservoir.
And then we took a bunch of that stuff that covers the roof. When you have the top down, it covers that. I took all that out. We took pieces of the car off and out because they were rusted up, and I just didn't need to have the extra weight and have it in the way of putting the top up and down. But so far, that's the only kind of repairs we've had to do to that car. And the
brake fluid costs $8.99.
Yeah,
so virtually it was virtually $79.99, give or take a penny or two.
Yeah, and then recently my mom had somebody interested in buying the first car that we had that was in worse body condition, all-wheel drive. I don't know if they're backing out on that deal or not now, but at one time they had it for what I had the money into it is $5,000 that I have into it. So I offered $5,000 firm or $4,200, and I keep the tires and swap them, because the other car that I brought home to her has a tire tread for about a year and a half, give or take, so they're not getting bad tires out of the deal. But I wanted to switch to the newer ones because it's got to get the brakes done anyway. But that deal may or may not fell through, so I may be selling one of them. I may not. I don't know yet this week. If I do sell it, I'm going to turn around and put that $5,000 into the other one that I brought home to her, because it's in a lot better body condition. But it needs engine work. It'll drive, but it may or may not have a blown head, and it does need the same tune-up and everything. I did find out from the two different model Ford Expeditions that all of those models around the 200,000 mile mark have the same issues. They have the same maintenance for tune-up. They have the same needing brakes, needing tires. Both models are the same thing in all their mechanical issues that they had to fix.
And when he was going to buy the second one, he expected it's going to be the same.
Yeah, well, I kind of expected that much, but then I think the second one that I bought, they let the tune-up go too long, and it may or may not get a warped head out of that deal. I don't know for sure yet till the mechanic gets it fixed. But so if I don't sell it, I'm gonna go door dashing and pay off fixing the other Expedition that I brought her. By the time I get those two fixed, then I'm gonna end up taking one for the winter time in October, and trade her for the Geo so she can store the Geo at her house because it's not a winter car, and I'm gonna use one of the Expeditions if I still have it. But that's the latest news I think I have.
Stay tuned. We got a couple more views coming through that you're going to see us in the same spot. And then later on, he's going to make a couple more views about what's happening.
Yeah. So like and subscribe, leave comments, stay tuned, and we will catch you on the flip.
Peace out.